over their budget. This equals, y'all are in debt, by the way, $12,754,000. This total, with the new money you give the sheriff and your unassigned that you've taken out, equals $209,641.13. I divided that by $25,000, saying that a penny generates $25,000. It may generate more. That is 8.38 cents on the property tax. So that's additional money that you're going to have to come up with because you've increased maintenance effort in this year's budget that starts July 1. So I want you to think, when you are just taking this money out of the unassigned, it's non-recurring money. Where are you going to get it from? When you can look up here at New Beginnings Annex on Wednesday, they're out to the road. Where are the property owners going to get that money? Are you going to increase property taxes by another 8 cents and make it $3? So I want y'all to think when you're doing that, because you don't really realize how much money you're spending and at the rate you're spending. The taxpayers don't have it. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome. Yes.
I have 3 simple things. One, I know you're voting on the floodplain zoning amendment. I just want to point out that it's required, this is a new resolution, there is a 14-day public hearing requirement. I'm fine with it personally. I don't see anything major in it or any problems, but it protects the county's timing in the event that anyone protests that the 14-day hearing, public hearing is followed. It's just common sense. The other thing would be, I have one question, and hopefully I'll get an honest answer. Is anyone on the commission directly involved, a member of, with Possum Hollow Property LLC? No? Okay. And finally, it has to do with the audit committee. Brett Lashley needs to be back on that committee. He was brilliant. He's an experienced man who has absolutely nothing to gain personally in any way from being on the audit committee. He does it with passion. He does it with the love of Benton County. If you put a bunch of commissioners on that committee, I'm telling you right now, you're doing a great service to the audit committee. The people won't trust it because it's just another rigged thing that they believe consists of Benton County government. The audit committee should not be biased in any way toward any part of the county, be it any specific department, be it the commissioner, be it the mayor, be it anyone. They should be citizens who have an opportunity to serve their county just like me.
Mindy White.
I'm Mindy White, I reside in the 4th District, and I'll be short because these 2 ladies pretty much covered most of what I was going to say. In regards, my main regard is to this resolution to develop the exit 133. I've lived in this county since 2001. I did not start attending meetings until 2008. I have heard time and time and time again that we're developing the exit 126. We've put electric down there, we've put sewer down there. People aren't going on it. We have nothing developed down there. I've heard the stories that Cracker Barrel is coming. I called Cracker Barrel. This county does not have sustainability, if I said that right, sustainability for that type of restaurant to come on that end of this county. They're looking for people that have a certain census of people and a higher median income before they're going to build something like that. So Maybe a mom and pop would do good down there. I don't know, but it's been how many years now and nothing has happened down there, and we have all the infrastructure down there. So I'm just saying, before we start putting a bunch more money that we don't have right now into another exit, can we maybe concentrate on the 126, where you're getting truck drivers and stuff in there because of the North 40 restaurant, and see if we can make something a little bit better down on that end on the 126 before we start having to pay for sewer and electric and a whole mess of work down on 133. I thank you for your time. Have a good evening.
Hey, Horace Bill. Oh, they got bad, Mayor. Okay. Moving on to the agenda, next on the agenda is commissioner forum. Commissioner wishes to speak. Yes.
Just one thing, I was sending pictures around on the, industrial law park, that was Saturday morning after all the rains that we had, so you can see what it looked like.
We do have some drainage issues, we're dealing with that now, just gonna have to do a little bit of time, we found one major issue with the, faucet that was turned on, so we've got that shut off, so, like, we did have a whole lot of rain. Plan?
Yes, sir. Mayor, I got a couple things I want to run by. I'll get you some later on, but I'm concerned with the, I know it's been brought up, myself and Sonny talked earlier about it, he was going to follow up with the sheriff to get him a freezer for his garden, and we're not, here it is, first day of spring. Could you give us any info on that? What?
I think that's gonna be brought up later on in the meeting, by another committee. We've got a proposal that we're gonna look at and vote on.
I don't want to take this damn long, Mayor. I've asked that. We've been in your office since October last year, in this budget. And you told us one time to get it, now we're here with the planting
We've
season.
gone over this several times, Mr. Plant, and I.
Well, let's sign it. I can like to see something
I
done.
did a resolution to this commission to take it out of litigation, and they voted not to do that. That was not claimed to get free. We'll come with a crime, figure out something that is not.
I'd like to Trey take the opportunity this time about the budget, what she's saying about this money to you got anything? Have you got anything you want to fly back with what?
I don't understand the question.
Well, to what she went over with her being that much over budget, what were, you agree with what she said, didn't you?
Well, I can tell you this, yeah. Obviously, this commission is, Mr. Chairman, if you'll allow me to speak.
Go ahead.
Obviously, this commission has appropriated dollars out of the unassigned fund balance this year, but the fund balance has also grown year over year as well. And what we're looking at with, there's tough decisions ahead with the budget requests that have come in $300,000 over last year. So we're looking at some very tough decisions and some cuts that we're obviously going to have to make, because I for one don't want to raise the property tax, and I don't think anybody else does. So I think those are definitely discussions that we'll have as we go through the budgeting process and work those out as we see them.
Okay, any more commissioners?
You're here, Chairman. In just a few minutes, we're going to be filling a vacancy for position on the audit committee. So my topic, my subject, is the audit committee. And much anger has surrounded the audit committee, and I've been somewhat witness to the anger being misdirected. And so that's the subject. 2 budgets ago, the Comptroller's Office of Nashville audited the county books and found 8 findings. And the most sensitive finding was the conflict of interest that involved our Commissioner Brandon. The anger generated from the conversation, when the conversation of to oustment took place. And for the record, it's not the commissioner's responsibility to ouster anyone. You can find it on page 95 of your county government overview book. It's also not the job of the county mayor to ouster anyone. If anybody wants to through an ouster, it's your county attorney or it's your district attorney. They can, on their own, using their own judgment, to decide to ouster someone. From their actions, they show me they're not interested in ousting anybody. Moving on, I'm trying to articulate to everybody the anger that has surrounded this audit committee. The anger swelled and got more severe when the mayor couldn't make the conversation of conflict of interest go away. It continued to be talked about, it continued to grow. In fact, the mayor encouraged the department heads to purchase from Napa. In fact, January, my freshman year as a commissioner, I was present at the Park and Recreation Board meeting. The mayor suggested, we'll buy a lawnmower from Jerry Brandon. And he asked Jerry to respond. No other commissioner was present at that Park and Recreation Board meeting other than Jerry and I. The mayor has successfully cast a dark cloud over this audit committee, and it can be corrected tonight in just a few minutes. Brett Lashley is qualified more than anybody in this room to serve on this audit committee. He has shown everybody in this room all the time spent, all the time studying, comparing the facts for this commission right here. Some commissioners here want to lead us in prayer. Some of the commissioners here want to lead us with an enthusiastic pledge of allegiance. Many of you commissioners want to remind me to be fiscally responsible. I see some of you same commissioners reflect a pattern of hate mixed with your voting decisions. We're the engines of this county, and sometimes our engine's fueled by misinformation. Let's tap the brakes of the mayor. Let's tap the brakes of the mayor just a little bit tonight. He'll get over it. And let's do what's right. Let's vote with integrity when this vacancy comes about. Let's vote for Brett Lashley. Good sometimes comes in strange packages, y'all. I yield the floor. Okay, next on the agenda is the approval of minutes.
Motion.
Motion by Barbara, second by Ferguson. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Next is the Board of Public Utilities. Motion. Ferguson, second. Second. By Van Lee. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, next item on the agenda is nominations from the floor for the audit committee members. Fill the vacancies. Let me give you a little, before we start this voting, let me give you a little background on what's happening here. If you remember in our last meeting, Ms. Hatcher was voted in with 11 votes. It was determined later on by me that she could not be on the audit committee because she was an employee of Benton County. Since I addressed that issue, now she is not an employee of Benton County, and it is not a conflict for her being on the audit committee. Now, since she had 11 votes, what we're going to do tonight, we've got one position to fill, which is an unexpired term, Mr. Frazier, we're going to fill. So I need to know the wishes of the commission on what you want to do with this. Emily Hatcher, do you want to re-vote her, or do you want to continue on?
I think it needs to be re-voted on. I mean, your standing went out, and plus, I think it's unethical because she'll be judging work that she's done.
Mayor, I have that same thought, and Scooby, Emily, with the thought, I have no bad feelings you done whatsoever, but I think personally, it's like taking a fox and putting it in the hen house. I mean, you're taking somebody that's worked in there and it's gonna be audited, and if there's bad feelings, one thing or another, naturally, it's possible to expose. I'd have a hard time putting Miss Emily in that position on that account, Mayor.
Okay, I need to know what your wishes are, I've heard you talk.
Wishes are to have two, to
Is
vote.
that a motion?
Yes, sir, I make a
To
motion.
re-vote.
I'll second it.
We have a motion to re-vote. Ms. Hatcher,
Now, your agenda says nominations from the floor to appoint two
Hey,
new
no,
members.
hey,
I'm just saying, this is the agenda you just
that's
approved.
what we're fixing today. We are gonna take nominations from the floor. Now, the motion is to revote. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by her. Okay, we have a motion and a second. This is for the revote, okay? From caption. You want to revote it, vote yes, if you don't, vote no. Call roll.
Gary Fur,
What was the option on that?
If you want to revote it, you vote yes. If you do not want to revote it, you vote no.
Yes.
Brett Rogers.
No.
Norman Frazier,
Yes.
Jerry Brandon.
No.
Sonny Hall.
Yes.
Emily Hatcher.
Pass.
Bill Key.
Aye.
Roseanne Ward.
No.
Morris Steinbuck.
Yes.
Paul Van Loo.
Yes.
Angie Hearn.
Yes.
Ward Plant.
Yes.
Trey Smith.
Yes.
Brenda Ferguson.
No.
Rocky Preston.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change your vote? Nine yes. Two pass. Four no.
Okay. Now, we're gonna go on to the vote, and this, after we put her in nominations from the floor, if you want to, we'll take nominations for, this would be for a 4-year term. Yes. So the motion to revote, we're gonna take a vote now for, and take nominations from the floor for the 4-year term for the audit committee. This will be a 4-year appointment.
Brent,
Okay, we have Brett Rogers,
Brent Lacker.
Brett Nashville, I'm sorry. Any more nominations? Yes. Sean Hatler. Any more nominations?
Bonnie Evans.
Excuse me?
Bonnie Evans.